Thank you, Andrew.
Oh, my pleasure.
Appreciate that.
It's all yours.
Spout the glasses. Go ahead.
I wouldn't want to mistreat anything.
It's a nice touch, you guys.
Thank you, Andrew. So, as Andrew said, my name is Brett. Aaron and I have been best friends for the past 17 years. I've had the privilege of calling him my best friend, my best man, and my brother. Now, I was given some time restraints this evening. I totally understand, but it's not necessarily every day that you get to see two of your bestest friends in the world get married. So if I do happen to go over a little bit, deal with it. I gotta get Aaron and I met on the bus to school the first day of 8th grade in junior high. It wasn't an instant connection. To be quite honest with you, I wasn't a huge fan of him at first. But eventually, I grew to love him, and soon after, we became best of friends. Now, I know this may come as a surprise to many of you sitting here tonight, but Aaron was not always this suave, smooth, professional mogul of online advertising that he is today. As a matter of fact, it wasn't so long ago that Stan referred to Aaron as a wild man on the loose. For instance, there was the Aaron that came out to visit his best friends at the University of Arizona, sophomore year of college. We went out, we had some drinks. This was the first night. We found him sleeping on the toilet, pants down. Not a pretty sight. The second night of Aaron's trip, he did not fall asleep on the toilet. Good job, bud. Instead, he fell asleep in our neighbor's bathtub. We managed to rip down the shower curtains and use them as a blanket. Then there was the Aaron that fell asleep in the hallway of the Venetian in Las Vegas. You know, this is all sort of starting to boggle my mind. I gotta be honest. I don't know if everybody here is familiar with Aaron's situation, but he has a very serious sleeping issue. You can literally call this guy any time of day. 4 a.m., 4 p.m., and there's a 99% chance that he is going to pick up the phone. But now that I think about all this, I think we found the solution to our problem. You can literally fall asleep anywhere but your bed. Perfect. Problem solved. All right, moving forward. November of 2010. I get a call from Aaron on a Friday night. He says, "You're coming out to dinner with me. We're having some drinks, and I'm being set up on a blind date. I need you to play with men." No problem. We go out to dinner for some sushi, and after dinner and some drinks, we go across the street to the Cornerstone Bar in Midtown Manhattan. We walk into the bar, and from afar, Aaron's eyes immediately are drawn to this gorgeous brunette across the bar. Now, as we get a little bit closer, Aaron realizes Kelly is just not for him. She's a little too tall. So, being the player that Aaron was, he shifted his focus onto Kelly's friend Stephanie, who may or may not have overdone it with the red lipstick there. I'm just saying. Now, let's fast forward 2 months from there. Aaron decides to call it off with his other friend and start exclusively dating Stephanie. It was a good decision. Now, from my understanding, Steph's life has changed dramatically since falling in love with Aaron. Steph has gone from a PR extraordinaire to an up-and-coming star in the digital ad space. Sorry, I've had a few drinks. She traded in her Warrior 1 in her Downward Dog for tapping you back in Soul Cycle and taking her cues from Sean Q.
Sean T.
Sean P.
Is that Sean T?
Again, a few drinks. She is becoming a loving mother to one of my best friends in the whole wide world, Hove. Too many drinks. And most importantly, tomorrow night, Stephanie, you will be inheriting your fair share of Google stock. Now, many of you in this room tonight have had the pleasure of witnessing how perfect these two truly are for each other. They have taken on each other's passions. They support one another's dreams. And most importantly, they have embraced one another's differences and beliefs. You see, there are certain things you do for loved ones, and I believe Aaron has made the ultimate sacrifice for Steph. He eats his shrimp and sausage on a paper plate on their terrace. So,
Mommy, forgive him.
in order to make the transition into marriage a little smoother, both Jess and I would like to present Aaron and Stephanie with Aaron's very own shrimp and sausage plates. Steph, Aaron, Jess and I both consider ourselves very lucky to call the both of you family. We love you both so much, and we are so excited to, pardon my language, dance our asses off to all of that. So, if everyone can, raise their glass to Aaron and Steph. L'chaim.
All right, sleep it off, thank God. I did actually read in Science Quarterly that daily naps do help you recharge the mind, whether it's 20 minutes, 40 minutes, or 60 minutes. So Brett does speak in truths, and that only means that Aaron is sharpening his mental acuity daily. Good for you, Aaron. We'll be taking a 10-minute intermission, so please feel free to help yourself to another round of brisket, chicken, beers, wines, whichever.